It was supposed to be a simple road trip, just three friends, an open highway, and a long weekend ahead. Derek, Janelle, and Marcus had left Denver early in the morning, headed to a remote cabin in Utah. Derek was behind the wheel of his dusty red Jeep, music blasting as the sun dipped below the horizon. The GPS said they'd reach the cabin by 9 p.m., but somewhere past 8:15, things started to go wrong. They were driving along Route 47, a narrow, winding road that cut through a forest. The road was empty. No cars in sight. The sky turned an eerie shade of orange as the sun vanished, and a strange fog began creeping in from the trees. "Are you sure this is the right way?" Janelle asked, looking nervously at the darkening woods. Derek checked the GPS. "Yeah, it says 12 more miles. Relax." But Marcus pointed out something odd. "Guys, the mile marker we just passed, it said mile 87. I swear we passed that same one 10 minutes ago." "No way," Derek replied, trying to stay calm. Maybe it was a different one. But 10 minutes later, another green sign appeared, mile 87. They all went quiet. Derek slowed the Jeep, eyes darting between the GPS and the road. The GPS still showed progress, but now, instead of a cabin icon, the destination pin was spinning, glitching out. "Something's wrong," Janelle whispered. "This road, it's not normal." Then they saw it. Up ahead, in the middle of the road, stood a woman in white, barefoot, hair hanging wet over her face. She was motionless. Derek slammed on the brakes. The Jeep screeched to a halt just feet away from her. "What the hell?" Marcus started, but the woman suddenly vanished. 1 second she was there, the next, nothing. "Did you see that?" Janelle gasped. "She disappeared." Derek didn't answer. He just stepped on the gas. For the next 20 minutes, the road kept winding and turning. The fog thickened, now a ghostly blanket that swallowed their headlights. Even though they kept moving forward, every sign read the same, mile 87. Again and again. They passed the same bent tree on the right, the same rusted guardrail on the left, and once more, the woman in white. But this time, she was smiling. Her mouth was too wide, her teeth sharp and rotted. She lifted her hand and pointed directly at them. The Jeep's engine sputtered, then died. "No!" Derek yelled, twisting the key. The engine clicked but wouldn't start. Marcus tried his phone. No signal. "We're stuck," he said. A loud knock came from the back of the Jeep. Then another and another, fast, frantic banging. Janelle turned slowly toward the rear window. Bloody handprints were smearing down the glass. From the inside, Janelle screamed. Derek grabbed his flashlight, jumped out, and opened the trunk. Empty. No one was there. But the handprints remained, still dripping. They got back in the Jeep. No one spoke. Derek kept trying the engine. Finally, after a dozen attempts, it roared back to life. He floored it. The Jeep barreled down the road. No GPS, no signs, just endless fog and trees. But then, through the haze, they saw headlights. A car was coming toward them. Relief flooded Marcus's face. "Flash them! Wave them down!" Derek flashed the headlights. The oncoming car slowed. As it approached, their hearts froze. It was their own Jeep. Same dents, same cracked windshield, same license plate. Inside the other Jeep sat 3 people, Derek, Janelle, and Marcus. But their eyes were pitch black, and all 3 were smiling. The ghost Jeep drove right through them. No crash, just a cold burst of air as it passed. Then everything went black. When they woke up, it was morning. The Jeep was parked on the side of a completely different road. No fog, no signs, just birds chirping and sunlight streaming through the trees. The GPS was working again. It said the cabin was only 5 minutes away. They drove in silence. No one spoke about the night. No one wanted to. But Janelle glanced back at the rear window and saw a single bloody handprint freshly pressed against the glass. And when they reached the cabin, something even stranger happened. They found an old wooden sign nailed to a tree by the driveway. It read, "Welcome to Mile 87. The End."